Well, hello everybody. I'm so sorry I'm late. More technical issues. I can't get my normal camera working, so I've had to switch to another one. So now you're seeing all my gizmos and stuff that I've got up here. So I'm sorry about the noise and everything. Hopefully it will keep going long enough and will still work. So welcome everybody. Oh, it's warm in Canada. That's nice. It's freezing over here today. For me, it's dull and miserable. Oh, so thank you for waiting. Thank you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Pip Todman. I run queenpipcards.com for all your Stampin' Up needs and the Card Making Know-How membership, where you can learn how to go from a beginner to a confident card maker in 4 easy stages. I'm going to take this off because I'm going to get warm while I talk. I always do. So excuse me while I just strip and adjust myself. If you see me doing this, it's because I've got a huge bite on my arm. I've been bitten 5 times in the last 4 days, and this one's really itchy, so I'm trying desperately not to scratch it. Today we're going to be looking at kits. We're going to be looking at this kit in particular, which is a gorgeous kit. It is it's called Blossom Wishes Kit, but I'm going to talk to you about how you can use kits, how you can get started, and also we're going to be looking at all of this in terms of what's coming for the rest of the week. So if you don't know, if you've been sitting under a rock, or if you're brand new in my group, you might not know that this week I'm running a Start to Design workshop, which is going to help you start to design your own cards rather than just copying stuff from the internet or copying stuff from me or copying stuff from everybody else. So from tomorrow, and I've had lots of questions about timings. Okay, it's really difficult because what's my time in the UK is not necessarily what your time is all around the world. So if you have registered for my workshop, you should be receiving an email which has some dates. They'll be posted in the group. I'm going to set up events after this one's gone through, because this is my normal Monday live and has got nothing really to do with design, although we're looking at kits. But anyway, it's kind of the starting point. But from after this, I'm going to set up all the videos for the week. Okay, they're exclusively going to be in my Card Making for Beginners and Beyond Facebook group. I am closing the doors tonight to that Facebook group because I can't be dealing with hundreds of people coming in whilst I'm in the middle of doing a workshop. It would just get too confusing. If you haven't registered yet and you still want to register, I've got a new link for you. Where's my new link? Let me get here. It is this one, and it will take you straight to where are we? This one. It will take you straight to the link that will give you the workbook that we are going to be using for the rest of the week. Okay, so click on that link, grab the workbook, and then you will also get all of the other emails if my automation system stuff has worked correctly. It is all automated. I'm not here answering 300 emails from people individually. Okay, so just to let you know, it's on a sequence, so stuff is timed to go out. So I'm hoping that by dropping this in at this point, everything else timed will still work correctly. Fingers crossed. So if it all goes horribly wrong, yeah, we'll live with it. Okay, we'll work with it. But I'm hoping it will go correctly. It's the same kind of system I used last year for the inks workshop, and that went great. So fingers crossed it'll be fine. So if you haven't got your workbook, or you've been registered and you think you should have had your workbook by now if you registered, check your spam folder, because I know Fiona, for one, she found hers in her spam. It didn't go to her inbox. So check your spam, check your inbox, make sure that you've got my workshop workbook. And if you haven't registered yet for the workshop, then you can register through this link and you'll get your workbook straight away. Okay. All right. Does all that make sense? Hopefully. Oh, we've got so many people on today. Look at you all. So Fiona's here. Yay. And we'll talk timings. Mandy, Betty, Sharon, Ali's on. Mandy's here. We've got a couple of people coming in from Facebook who I don't know who you are. We've got Julie, Melly, Kim, Ange, Cheryl, Nola, and Jean. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, Jean. I'm so sorry. Jean's been taken poorly into hospital. Quite seriously. I hope you're okay. Please just relax with this one. This is a nice relaxing one. So you take care, and sending you all our love, and I hope you have speedy recovery. That's not good, honey. You're on holiday as well. That shouldn't be happening when you're on holiday. Oh, bless you, hon. So I hope you're okay. Let me know. Email me later and let me and tell me more. Hi, Rose. Hi, Sue. Okay, question here from Mandy. Great question from Mandy. Can we watch the videos and replays if needed? Yes, you can. Simple as that. So in the same way that all of these videos that I do every week go up into my group, and they get put into the featured, I'm going to set up a guide this time because it's easier to find for people, because some people on Apple can't find featured. I don't know. It's a whole thing. So they'll go into the guide section, and each of the videos will be on there. It is a limited time offer, this workshop. It's only available until the end of August. If you want it again after that, you can come and join in at the membership, because it's straight out of my membership. I for a limited time only, I take my membership course and I run it for free here in my group. Okay, so that's all of that. So we start tomorrow at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. UK time. Okay, so if you know how many hours forward and backwards you are, we're on British summertime. So you can go into Google and you can say 2 p.m. British summertime, and then to your whatever you are, Pacific time, Eastern time, South Australian time, New Zealand time, whatever. And Google will tell you what that is. So it's really simple to do. Oh, somebody sent me a message, but from Facebook. I don't know who you are, but you're struggling with concentration and you're hoping to get back to your course soon. So I will follow up with you in the membership. I'm guessing you're in the membership Facebook group, so I will talk to you later personally and I will respond to that. But I'm glad that you're a little bit back enough to watch some videos. So again, sending love to you too. Okay. So, oh look, everyone's sending get well wishes to Jean now. That's lovely. So this is the kit we're going to be looking at. And I chose this kit because it's a bit different to normal kits. So let's go hands down and we'll see how this works. This should hopefully work. Yay, it's looking like it is. Let's put some more light on the subject. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh, maybe not. It's a bit shiny. Go over there. There we go. And then we'll turn this light up a bit, and we've got masses of lights coming on. Good. Okay. All righty. I'll move my glasses. I've got 2 pairs of glasses. I've got my normal glasses. I've got my crafty glasses. Okay. So this is the kit. This is a Stampin' Up kit, but you could look at any kit. Okay. You know me. I love Stampin' Up. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm proud of the fact. I do not earn commission or money from any other product. I do earn commission and money from Stampin' Up, and I don't mind telling everybody that. So I tend to use Stampin' Up kits purely because I can get them at a discount, because it's a lot cheaper for me to do that. But I do know that there are other makes, models, producers out there, and this is in no way, shape or form goes against any of them, because I'm sure they're all great. I'm going to do a little bit of a rant. Please don't buy Chinese. Please don't put nasty apps on your phone that gather all of your personal data and then sell it to whoever wants it. There are serious issues with some of the Chinese companies. They start with T and end in U. And, you know, taking people's data and then just selling it to other people. If it sounds too good to be true because it's so cheap, it's normally for a very good reason that it's too good to be true. And that's because they want something. Weird. Okay. You're still there. Good. So yes, so just be careful is all I ask. Okay, so we've got some pieces. So most kits come with instructions. These comes with instructions. Very simple instructions for us today, which I love because I'm a simple girl. Okay, so this is card number 1. This is card number 2. It's only got 2 designs in this kit. Okay, very simple. And they come with their bits. They come with their card bases. Okay, so you've got card bases. They come with envelopes. Now these are nice. They're sort of DL size. They're not quite a DL. They're kind of like a note card version of a DL. But that is good that they have envelopes. Oh, and then these ones really are DLs. Okay, so this is like the real DL size. Okay. Fat post, yeah, no, probably about the right size. And then they've got diddy ones. So we're going to make one mini DL and one maxi DL. That's quite cool, isn't it? I quite like that. Oh dear. And then we've got a few of these other elements. Okay, so we've got some of these elements. These are in wild wheat, I can tell you that for now. And these I think are Calypso coral. I don't know, actually, maybe, I don't know, what does it coordinate with? It always tells you what colors it coordinates with. Oh, it's sweet sorbet. Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet sorbet. That's more like it. Okay, so you've got your instructions here, and you've got all your pieces here. So we've got some pears and we've got cherries. That's basically what we've got, by the looks of it. So here are all your labels. So, oh, these are shiny. Oh, that didn't show up in the kit at all. Oh, look at that. These are blue foiled. Oh, look at that. They're nice. And I think they're sticky. Are they sticky? No, there's just multiple sheets, Pip. There we go. And if you've got any French, German, or Dutch friends, you can send them the different languages. So that's quite cool too, because I know people who've got friends and relatives abroad. Apples and pears. It's not cherries, Pip, is it? It's apples. So here's your pears. Get one of them out. And here's your apples. I think we need two of these. Okay. Are they different sizes? Maybe. Not sure. No, they look the same. Oh, no, slightly different. Okay, they are slightly different. And then, oh, vellum stars. Look at that. We love a bit of vellum with stars intrinsically placed where you can put a little bit of glue and nobody will notice. That's handy. More labels. You matter. And these are also gold foiled edged. I mean, blue fold edged. We've got questions. What is a DL? A DL is different. It's basically just a different size card base. So that's the small one. There's the big ones. Here we go. So this is a DL. In the UK, it's normally 10 by 21. You see what this is? These will be American sizes, probably. Okay, so these are 9 by 21.5. Yeah. So that will be 3.5. So that'll be 7, I'm guessing. Yeah, 7 by 8.5. So they're always different because they're American. They're normally American sizes. But it's just a different shape. It's just a different name for a different shape of card. I think it means something letter, direct letter or something like that. It comes from the old stationery terms for the different kinds of letters that used to go out. So there you go. That is as much as my knowledge is on what is a DL. Well, it is over here, Cheryl, in the UK, but it's not necessarily in this particular case. So yes, she's right. 1/3 of an A4, so that you can place your envelope. So you know, like you get an A4 sheet. When I used to work in, okay, here's an A4 sheet. So when I used to work in the office, you hold it here and you flick it over and you fold it up like that. Okay. And that goes into a normal DL size envelope. But we can see that these are not UK DL sizes because it's too long this way, too small this way. But it's American sizing, so that's okay. We understand. It's an American company. Alrighty, so we got some glue dots, so that's always good. So we're going to take these pieces because we need these. We need one of these. I'm just going to make one of each card to start off with and see how far we get. We need some of these. Again, these are foiled leaves. Beautiful. Don't know how many we need of these. It's one of those. one of those per, it's one of those per apple set. So we need 2 of them. And then for this one, we need a big one. Okay. So in this kit, you can make, looks like 4 of each, 4 of each. So this kit will make 8 cards. And in the UK, this kit is £13. I don't know what it is in the other countries, but that's what it is in the UK. So it'll be roughly equivalent to that in all the different markets. Remember, of course, that when you look at stuff online for the US, they do not have tax on their, like they don't have tax included, whereas we do. So in the States, you add tax and then add shipping. Over here, we just add shipping. So that's why sometimes the US value always looks a lot cheaper than the UK value. It isn't really, because by the time they've added their tax, and of course that varies by state, then that's what makes their price back up to something equitable to ours. So just in case anybody's wondering, they've been on the US site and gone, why is theirs so much cheaper than ours? That is why. Okay, so we're going to take these away. We've got our pieces, we've got our apples and pears. It's very good for English rhyming slang, this kit, I have to say. And then we've got our glue dots and our bases. Okay, so now what we do is we're just going to follow the instructions and put it all together. So I'm just going to put my pieces up here a bit out of the way, put my sentiments together. I like to work like this. I like to just put everything sort of in its place, where it's going to be for each of the cards, and then it's really quick to assemble. Alrighty. So this says stick some dimensionals onto, we're doing the smaller card first, so stick some dimensionals onto the back of this, and it comes with a big sheet of dimensionals, which is handy. They must have been listening to me, because there's more than just 3 on here. Not many more, but there is more at least. Okay. So we're putting our dimensionals on. Okay. And then we'll pop that onto our card. Now I can't leave it like that. So that's how many they tell you to use. I always recommend, if you're buying a kit, buy an extra pack of dimensionals, because I don't like soggy middles. So I don't want this to be falling down when it goes through the post. So I'm just adding a few extra dimensionals, because that's just me. If you don't have Stampin' Up dimensionals, obviously you could use other dimensionals, but just make sure they're the same height. Okay, so this is going to go on this card, sort of here-ish. So you need to make sure that it's at the right position all the way around. Lovely. That's kind of on there, okay. This is not helping the light. Let's move that out of the way. Then we're going to have some pears. Now these pears are going to overlap and come and stick this way. So no dimensional where my thumb is, but we'll put dimensionals everywhere else. Yes. As Linda says, it is apples and pears stairs. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That is our rhyming slang for stairs. Oh dear. So this is always going to be, to me, the stairs kit. But there we go. Okay. Now, if you want to, you don't have to, it's not in the kit, but if you, it doesn't say so, but if you want to, you can add one of these little glue dots over here, so you feel like you've got a little bit of stability going on this side as well. And then that goes sort of here-ish. Yeah, sort of here-ish. It's a technical term, here-ish. And then we're going to put this comes across like so. Oh, I've got it slightly wrong. Oh, no, that'll be okay. Just about there. Okay, so this needs to have, we'll have a dimensional on the back of these 2 leaves. That'll help keep that up. That one. Okay, so that puts those up. That stem needs to fit into the top. See, it fits into the top of that pear there. That there pear right there. So then we'll pop some little glue dots on here. So I like to use my take your pick tool for these, and I poke them off and then pop them down like so. And they just say do 3, but I'm going to do all of them because, you know, I like to be secure. And then you just lift the tops off to reveal the little sticky dot below. So they're not quite as easy as if you've got them on a roll, which is how we normally sell our glue dots, but they're okay. They're not too bad. And then it doesn't say anything about the branch, but I'm going to tell you I can't have a dangling branch. That's just me being OCD, because it would catch on everything. I think it would catch on stuff. So we're just going to put a little glue dot on the dangly branch. Now we're going to line up that there stem, and I'm doing it this way to try and make sure it doesn't hang over. I think my pears should have been just a little bit further over. Ugh. Should be like so. That's going to stick out there a bit. Well, we'll cope with it. It'll be roughly. There we go. So there we go, ish. It's just a little tight on that side. Should have had them just slightly over a bit. But you live and learn when you make a card like this from a kit. So then we have the You Matter, which is going to go over here a little bit, just like that. And that they've put on again with dimensionals. I'm going to tell you I'm not going to do that because that's going to be too high to get through the English post. So without going up to some ridiculous price. So I'm going to use glue dots. Sue me. But you know, if you're giving the card to somebody by hand, stick it up on dimensionals as much as you like. But if you're giving it to somebody by post, then I always recommend just checking what the postal rates are going to be. So that kind of just sticks over like so, and I'm holding it up so I can get it straight. There we go. And then we need our little vellum. These are actually, believe it or not, buds. So what do we need? 3 big, 2 small. So 3 big, 1. I don't know what is, my PC is whirring away. I hope it doesn't do that whole reboot thing in a minute. It's obviously decided to do some kind of background tasking. God, don't you just love it? So then we're going to do 2 little ones. Where do these all go? These are lovely. Oh, I see. Oh, these are actually going to hide that, so I could have probably got away with moving it a little bit, but there we go. And these ones, again, glue dot the back, so turn them over. Not that it actually makes much difference, to be honest. They look pretty much the same front and back. But we are going to just add a glue dot over that sort of central piece. There we go. There we go. Like so. Or if you've got Tombow, or you can also use that. Just a little dab in the middle will be fine. It's not going to show through because it's got that thingy yellow bit. And then we do this. Turn it over and we put a big one right in the middle there. So that's handy. Not going to see that. And then we take another big one. Like so. Whoops. And pop it. Where's this one going to go? Sort of over here-ish. Like so. With a little one right next door to it. Sort of overlapping. Yeah, sort of overlapping. Right, whoops, like so. So Ange says this is one of her favourite kits. So you got this almost straight away, Ange, didn't you? So I'm guessing that you've completed all of yours by now. Ange is a big kit lover. There we go. Aren't they cute? You see that? I don't know why this is so dark. Did that just zoom in on you? It zoomed in on me. Anyway, that looks good, doesn't it? Looks a bit better. Yeah. So that's that one. And yes, it is interesting to see what you can do with fruit, says somebody from Facebook. I like that. And we've got some new people coming in from Facebook. Hello. So that's your first one. How quick and easy was that? And that's your small DL. So that will go into the like the note card envelope. And I think that would be a beautiful card to send to tell somebody that they matter to you, which is, you know, that's lovely. That's what we all want to hear, isn't it? That we matter to people. So yeah, I like that. And I love the blue foiling on it. Blue foiling is great. So this kit is great for somebody who is a new beginner, or for someone who, like me, is an advanced crafter, but actually just occasionally you just want something quick and easy to put together. You don't have to really think about. So if you're at the point where I just don't want to think about stuff, then kits are great. Absolutely, kits are great for that. Take them on holiday. Yeah, exactly as Linda says, take it on holiday. Oh, Angela says it's her project for Saturday. Oh, so you can do it this weekend. Well, this is a little sneak peek of what to do and what not to do. There you go. So, you know, they're just great for just general card making, but they're also good for looking at from a design perspective. So we will look at this a little bit further when we go into our design workshop this week, start to design workshop. We're going to look at basics, then we're going to look at foundations, and then we're going to touch on advanced. Okay, so I'll refer back to these cards as we go through the week and bring them out when necessary to talk about them. Okay, so hopefully you'll understand then how you can go from a kit to something that you've designed yourself. I'm going to take my gloves off now because I think I'm warming up. Okay, so let's do the second one. So this one's also very cute. And I love the fact that all of these card bases, can you see they're all embossed? So all the card bases have got embossing on them as well, which is just fab. Alrighty, so this one is going to go straight down with dimensionals at all four corners and the center squares. A bit like bingo. So all four corners and the center squares, which in this case we've got a few more than just two, so we'll just do that one and that one. There's not really anywhere else to put anything on here, so we'll have to cope with possible soggy bottoms, or soggy middles, should I say, unless you want to go mad and mental with minis and put them all over the place, but we'll survive, I think, like this. So I'm going to stand up because I want to get this straight, and it's easier for me if I'm standing and looking down at myself. Let's put this in the middle of the thing so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I think that is not too bad. There we go. Sorry, you just saw my chest there, but I'm dressed, so that's all right. Right, okay, so that's that. And then I like that with the 3 circles. Again, it's a really good design. I'm just saying. This is going to be so much fun to play with. It's a really good design with having those 3 circles there. Okay, so now we will look at these apples that are going to go on. So I'm not sure. They're not exactly the same size. So they go that way. Okay. So these are going to sit sort of down here-ish. Here. How far down here? We can tell by putting on the twigs. So they're going to go... Okay, so you need to make sure you've got the right branches. This branch is for the bottom, this branch is for the top. So the branch goes underneath. That's interesting. Where we've just put our dimensionals. And somehow kind of fits in there somehow. Okay. I'm not sure how you would get that to fit. Oh, I think they just put a little, okay, they've just got a little flower at the end of that one. So we're just looking to put the leaves onto the apples. So about there, I think. because I can't get that much higher because of the thingy. Okay, that'll do. So we know definitely not the bottom, so we'll just pop on a couple of these along here. If we do it along the middle, should be fine. And then we will whip this out so it's not in the way. Roughly work out where that's going to go. I think about there-ish. Yeah, they say leave a little bit of white, so about there, like so. This is going to go under here, but it's not going to go under there because I've just put a dimensional. Be careful where you put your dimensionals, because that needs to go up a bit and it isn't because of that dimensional. So we'll just lift. Can I lift? Yeah, I can just lift that one up. So I'm just going to lift that one up and position these in place where they should go, which is about there. Kinda. Yeah, they really are angled that way actually. Okay. Okay. Bit more that way. So they're angled in like that. And they say to use sticky bits on the back of these. Personally, I'm going to pop a little dimensional under that leaf there. See if it'll fit. Will it fit? Just about. See if that will fit in there, like so. Yep, good. This one might not fit, but we'll try. I love a bendy stem. We'll see. Yes, loads of room. There we go. Okay, because I didn't use the dimensionals for the sentiments, so that's fine. I can make out. Oh, hang on. I can make it out, Trisha. Yes, you're in. Julie said, is the opening of the first card on the wrong side? No. No, it's all okay. It's working. Is that okay? Phew. Okay, so that's that. Then we're going to do exactly the same with this. And again, this one's going to come in here. And maybe I shouldn't have put one in the middle like I did, because that's now going to be in the way. Ah, lordy. Right, so this one comes over here. So again, 3 across the middle should be fine. So we'll do that. 2, 3. Okay, so remember, if you have not registered for the design workshop, but you would like to register for the design workshop and get the workbook, then just go on there and grab queenpipcards.com/workbook. And that should take you to somewhere where you can sign up for it. Okay, just in case you've missed it. So I'm just going to place these down here again, leaving a little bit of white there. Okay, and then this tucks in under here. This one sits better. That's good. So again, I'm going to try and put a dimensional here, but it does say to use stickers. And this one's going to have to be stickers because it's too small for dimensionals. So that one will go in. Ooh, no, you've got to really find where you can where it can go in past the dimensional that's in the middle. Again, I think these dimensionals are in the wrong place. It's almost like they've made it exactly where the dimensional is exactly where you need to put your leaves to fit. Or at least it holds it down. So just be aware of that. You might need to peel off your dimensionals as you go. Then that one, I've got a dimensional under there. So that one was fine. So that can go in there. Like so. And then those ones we'll just put in with some little dots. The start date for the design workshop is tomorrow. And we'll be going all week long. So we have... I've left a little... we have a first live tomorrow. Second live will be on Wednesday. My third will be on Thursday. And then on Friday, if you're a VIP, you can come and Zoom with me and ask me anything. Get to see some behind the scenes stuff, get to see what else I've got in the advanced section of the masterclass, and just generally ask me any kind of questions that you were either didn't get clarified during the workshop, although I have collated the questions that I've had, or the questions that you're going to ask me during the workshop. If you don't get them answered, then you can come and ask them if you're a VIP member, not member, VIP, well, guest, I guess, kind of member, workshop member. You can come and ask them on a Zoom. That Zoom will also be recorded, so if you have submitted questions to me as a VIP and you can't be there live, then you can ask me those questions in email and I will reply on the Zoom, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. There we go. I'll put that on there. And now we're just left to do the little star bits. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the workshop. Then the replays will be available. If you've signed up, you'll get links to the replays every day, so you won't lose them. And then they'll stay on the group and then they'll disappear at the end of the month. So hopefully that makes sense. And I've tried to mix and match the timings. I know sometimes will be rubbish for people who are in Australia and New Zealand, and sometimes it will be late for people who are in New Zealand and Australia. Other times it will be really early for people who are in America. I've just tried to do different timings, just because, you know, I know not everybody works on UK time zones, so I've tried to make them as mixed and varied as I can without me being up in the middle of the night, because I don't work well in the middle of the night. You know, if you think I have technical project issues in the middle of the day, I can only imagine how bad they'd be in the middle of the night. Plus, of course, Sean's here and he has to get his sleep because he's working this week, despite being retired. I know, go figure. He's doing some part-time work this week for fun money. So there we go. That's what's happening there. So yeah, he's up at 5:30 every day. So I suppose I could go online at 5:30, but I'm not awake at that time. So alrighty. So we'll get rid of these. Get rid of these. And we'll work out where these go. So these are big ones. There's one at the top here. This one. There's one over here. And then this one. There's one down here. Oops. And then this one. Lots of flowers on this one. Is over here. I mean, you can put them wherever you want. I'm just trying to copy the ones that are on the kit so that you can see how it's supposed to look. Okay. Although I have to say the blossoms on the photographs look a lot whiter than they actually are, because they are actually vellum. So just be prepared for that. That one goes on the edge of that little bit there. And then this one comes down here. Oops. There we go. But they're nice with vellum. I do like them as vellum. I've got one down here. Have I done enough? Nope, I need one more. And this one goes kind of down here. And then I need one down here. So I'll get another little one off. Okay. I mean, there are lots. You're going to have lots left over for these things. So again, this is a great design. You know, I would expect nothing less of a design that's been designed by artists and, you know, people who know what they're doing as a job. So I would expect them to be good designs, but they really are very nice indeed. Just get all these little bits out of your eye line because that must be driving you nuts. So then that one would go with with the big envelope, like so. I love this Orchid Oasis colour; it's just gorgeous. So there you go. That's the two. That's the two that are in the kit. I love the curves that they've got in these, like the circles and the curves that kind of go with the fruit feeling. And there's a lot of texture going on, which we'll talk about again in the workshop. And then there's, you know, some foiling, which gives you a bit of bling. And then those little tiny vellum flowers, which they're just so cute. You see those? Aren't they cute? And the foiling is lovely. I don't know whether it would show whiter. It possibly could. It doesn't. I mean, it shows a little bit whiter there, but not massively whiter, to be honest, Sue. Sue just asked a question for those of you who can't see. Will it show white if you double them up? And the answer to that is sort of a little bit, but not quite. And then we have and that should be Kits. She's gone on and corrected herself or himself. With the kits, do you have to follow their instructions? No, not at all. I'm just trying to show you what it is that actually comes out of the box. But of course you can change it up if you want to, because all the pieces are yours and all the cards are yours. Whoops, upside down bit. So you can do with them whatever you like. You'll have enough to make these 8 cards exactly. But of course, if you want to change them around, so for example, you could change this to be this way. You could move that and flip it the other way around so it's going out the other side. You know, you can do lots of things with it if you want to. You can take all the pieces and use them on normal cards if you want to. The beauty of the kits is, and that's why they're for that, and that's why I say they're for all card makers, is because a brand new card maker will make them exactly as they are and be very happy that they've made cards that are really good to give to their friends. If you are an advanced card maker, or even a little bit more confident, you'll start changing things around. And then if you're a really advanced card maker, you'll take all this stuff and you'll just do with it whatever you want on a different, completely different card bases, pieces, elements, whatever. And you'll mix them with stamps and you'll do all kinds of stuff. But, you know, just to get started, so bearing in mind we're talking about start to design, this is kind of before you even start to design, you can get a kit and you can make cards that look great. And yes, Sharon, they are reasonably priced. You do get a lot for your money. I agree. £13, not bad, is it? 8 cards, just over £1 a piece. And they're really good. They're really good, solid quality. Can you hear that? These are not, they're not flimsy things. They stand up really well. The envelopes are beautiful, silky smooth. So that I always think the envelope tells you what the quality is like. So silky smooth envelopes, beautifully die cut with foiling as well. So yeah, they're good. They're good kit, you know. Oh, I'm stopping stress. Don't scratch. So that's really, I guess, the start of our Start to Design workshop is, what do you do when you don't know how to design anything and you're stuck? Well, you could go and get a kit from anywhere. It doesn't have to be Stampin' Up. If you want to get it from Stampin' Up and you like the kits from me, then you can get those very simply at this address. So you don't need the HTTP, whatever. Just do queenpipcards.com/kits. In fact, let me change that now. Let me edit that, take all that bit off because you don't need that bit. There we go. You just need that bit. So if you want to go and have a look at all the kits, you can do that. So if you're a brand new card maker and you live in the UK, Ireland, Belgium, Netherlands, Austria, Germany, and France, you can purchase through me. You just go onto my website, change the country at the top, and it will drop you down into whatever country you're in, whatever language you want, and whatever currency you're in. Well, euros, basically. If you're further afield, you can also jump onto my store, but just change the country to, you know, whichever your country is, and it will bomb you out to the main site, because you can't purchase through me if you live abroad, like if you live outside of Europe region. And then you'll have to pick a demonstrator to shop with. So that's how it works for those. But I think just to get started, it is a good It's just a good starting point for a whole week, really, that we're talking about. And yes, beautiful colours on these. I agree. Wild wheat is not necessarily everybody's favourite, but I actually really like wild wheat, which is weird because I'm not a yellow girl, but I love how it shows off the blue. And we'll talk a bit more about that in our Start to Design week that's coming up. So yes, there's lots of things that we're going to be talking about this week. So I'm trying to keep this one quite short. I'm keeping it just to the 2 cards, and we will then talk about those as we go through the week. I'm happy to send one of these cards off. I'll make another one. So let's do a giveaway. So if you've commented, yeah, see, that's lovely. I started getting the kits when I started making cards. Yeah, I agree, because it's such an easy way to get started, and they're such good quality these days. Then you don't feel like you're cheating yourself. So let's do a giveaway. So let's present my screen. So if you've got your name showing, then you will be in here. Let's do this. Start collecting comments. 21 different people. Lovely. Let's start the draw. Thankfully, I'm not in it this time. And thank you for waiting for me at the beginning. I'm sorry I had technical issues. Just couldn't get my cameras on. Oh, I think that's the 3rd one now. Sue Bell, there you go. Subu. Yay, well done. So congratulations, Sue. You've won a card. And I will, let's go here. Let's turn that one down a little bit. That doesn't need to be quite so strong. Turn that one down a little bit. That doesn't need to be quite so strong. There we go. So, yes, woohoo, Sue. So yes, so think about kits. Don't dismiss them offhand because you are but you've done a little bit of card making and you think, oh, kits are just for beginners and they're not great. Because you can do lots with it. We will show you even more. Sharon's really looking forward to the design workshop this week. So am I. So am I. I cannot wait to show you even more about how to design your own cards from scratch. So start with a kit. That's great. But you soon get bored of kits, or not necessarily bored. That's probably the wrong word. But you just want to do something more. You're like, I want to do something myself. I want to do something myself. And, we've got lots of people who are who sent me questions in going, I don't know where to get started when doing cards myself. All I know is how to copy, which is basically what a kit is. It's just giving you pieces to put together and copy. So tomorrow we're going to look at that. So we're going to start off with, where do I start? Okay, and we're going to go from there. And I'll give you you've got your workbook to work through, and we'll go through it and we'll work step by step, and we'll give you something in the first day that you can do straight away to make your own card. Okay, that's my guarantee to you, that by the end of the first day, you will be able to have made your own card from scratch. Yes, they'll be through Facebook, so don't panic. It'll all be in this group. More of a challenge. Yes. Well, we're gonna take it slowly. Take it slowly. Start with this, move to that, then we'll go the next step. Then we'll talk about the next step after that. Okay. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So thanks ever so much for watching. If you're catching this on replay, don't forget to use the links. I will go into the group and I'll put the link in the comments so that you can just quickly click on there too. And I will love to see all of you. If you have sent me a question, I may not have replied to you because I had loads and loads of questions come through, which is great. I will be tackling those questions as we go through each live, and we will be talking about how each of the things that I'm going to teach you will help you along with each of those problems. Okay, so, and if I don't get through all of them, or if I get some which I say, actually, that's a little bit too technical to do today, by the end of the course, you will see how you can take that forward. Okay, so that's it. Hey, I saw Ali was there. Hello, looking forward to watching that. Good night, Julie. That's good. I'm glad you liked it. And Alison's waiting for tomorrow too. That's cool. Oh, and so's Bobby. Yay, lovely. Excellent. And Mandy's happy too. Good. So hopefully I've covered everything. Thank you for a great live today. And I will chat with you again tomorrow if you are in my group and you're coming to the Start to Design workshop. And if you're not, I'll see you here on YouTube and on Facebook next Monday with another live. Alrighty, take care for now. Bye-bye.